Hello and welcome back to Cinema Snacks. And previously on X-Men, there was X-Corp, and as we were just discussing off mic, a more powerful version of my laptop come to life.
Yeah, exactly. A little less evil, but a little more strong.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how evil this is. It did try deleting the whole of the Mandalorian one once when we just recorded it.
That's true.
But I suppose it redeemed itself. It had its hero's arc.
It knew it shouldn't be. We shouldn't be putting that out into the world. It was trying to save the world.
Yeah, but Audacity made sure that was a possibility that it went out. So in this one, we end up in... I'm trying to think how to sum up the start. You go back to the events of the previous season, don't you? Where Genosha's getting destroyed.
Yeah, it kind of reminds you, hey, Genosha got destroyed. That was pretty bad. Colossus was there. His sister got smushed or something. Eliana, she got, shinked.
Yeah, by the laser. And,
she got lasers,
Very sad, and it leads into he's joined a kind of offshoot of the X-Men Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Basically, he's joined a cult.
Yeah, he's joined a cult.
Led by a mutant called Exodus, who did not ring a bell for me, so he probably exists, but it just did nothing for me.
He felt very... he just did anything he wanted, didn't he, Exodus? They never told you what his powers were. He just seemed to be able to do shit, and it was like, okay. But I guess it doesn't matter. He's more of a plot device than a character, isn't he?
Could have called him MacGuffin.
Yeah, could have, yeah.
And then it rolls straight into, we see Creed trying to go for the presidential election because it's cut to that time, and he's saying like that they're too soft on mutants, and he's the one they really need in his weird rally, which is totally reminiscent of someone else.
Yeah, there's no Trump-esque elephants in the room. What is that supposed to mean? Anyway, where he's doing a rally and being like, yeah, we hate all these people. Don't you hate all these people? People in the audience are like, yeah, we hate those peoples because they can blow up and stuff. And this feels like maybe not a good analogy when you start thinking of it like that.
We fear people who are different because they're not like us, and we're going to listen to someone who's completely made up things about them, even though as the episode goes on, we find out they're actually burnt by the experience of not being them, and that pains them more like some people who are closeted, maybe not trying to say anything.
Yeah.
Before he can really get his speech underway, Exodus's team come in with Colossus and basically smash the place up and take him hostage, which causes an incident with, what did we call her, like Susan in the last one?
Yeah, Susan, she's all like... So, did we call her... I don't know her name now, because they said it in this one, so it's Cooper.
So Susan Cooper.
Susan the Coops.
Susan Cooper basically says to Charles, like, is this anything to do with you? He's like, no, but one of my teams is on the way, and she's like, we want him back alive. And you can see Charles is kind of enjoying his all-black morning Magneto outfit in X-Corp.
Just a little bit, yeah.
But we see the team is sent out. There's still no Wolverine, who's probably just been like, Adamantium come, Adamantium go, Adamantium come, Adamantium go.
Yeah, who we got on the team? Well, basically, because we're told, you probably already know.
So Rogue and Nightcrawler are half siblings.
Yeah, everyone is Mystique's kid. I'm Mystique's kid. Dan's Mystique's kid.
No.
Wolverine's Mystique's
kid. No.
We're all of her children. Seems to be what's going on, right? Did I not understand the plot correctly?
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
So the team is Rogue, Nightcrawler, Bishop, Polaris, Beast, and... Oh, I've already said Nightcrawler, but Nightcrawler.
I kind of forgot Beast was in it. I feel like Beast is the only one with no parent issues, and everyone else is just dealing with that this episode again.
The thing I always like about Beast in this X-Men is a thing of modern comics is like, oh, he fears becoming the Beast too much. Never have you seen Beast so happy in his own skin in like any X-Men thing as this.
Yeah.
Like even in the movies with like Nicholas Holt's one, he doesn't want to be it, he's against it. But in this, he's like, oh, Blue Beast, pretty cool.
I'm pretty great. I'm having a good time here.
They've been massive in the furry communities.
Yeah. I've got a cool rough situation going on.
Yeah.
Haven't quite figured out the logistics for, but it's pretty cool.
I'm going to try and neck the Chief in this episode.
Yeah.
But they go to the Savage Lands because that's where they've worked out where Exodus is. And straight away there's a little twist because Bishop tries to use his power and he's like, oh, something's up here. And they basically realise there's been a power dampener as their plane gets hit. And Bishop is falling. He can't build up any energy. Nightcrawler can't bamf and grab them. So Polaris jumps out and kind of does like the James Bond-esque grab while holding a parachute.
Yeah.
And so they're separated from the team.
So they're going to be beer plots there, thanks everyone.
Well, they're trying to set up, will they, won't they?
Yeah, they're kind of having this weird thing going between them, but it's like they met each other like last episode, and I mean they have like a flirty moment where they're lying on the ground, but like it's not even that flirty. I don't know.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because obviously Polaris is drawn to be attractive.
Yeah.
Is Bishop an attractive man?
Yeah.
To look at?
I'd say so.
So
yeah. But
they're trying to make it hard to us that two attractive people would be attracted to each other. That's where I was going with that.
But maybe it's more the way they're shown. But I feel like Bishop is significantly older than her. And I could be very wrong, but he's always shown to be quite mature, and she's dealing with daddy issues, so she feels younger.
Well, at this point, Bishop is probably both older than her, but on birthday in negative age.
Well, time travel mucks with that, but I don't know.
He's both older than her and younger.
I feel like she acts like a teenager.
X-Men timeline.
But that could just be because they had her in her old room in the last episode, dealing with her daddy issues. So maybe she's not that young, and it's just that was the last episode, and she's not in it that much this episode. They have their little flirty moment, and they're sort of just. They're there. They're off to the side.
Then they kind of come back again, and then they get a big finale bit, don't they?
Yeah, they set up like a ticking time bomb with like Bishop being like, "Oh, if I can't expel my energy because of this thingamajig, I'm gonna die or something."
Well, you said that. I was just expecting him to say it too, and like the lights just dim in the jungle for some reason. He's like, "I need to expel my energy," and it's like,
and I kind of feel like the answer to that is just get the fuck out of there. Personally, they're like, "We're gonna go blow up the tower," or something. That's what they do. We have to take down the tower, but just get the fuck out of there. You're gonna explode, bro.
But
yeah,
explosions are fun.
Explosions are fun. Yeah, true. When it's your body, I'm sure it's fun.
Yeah,
is it fun exploding?
Yeah, but it must be. He does it a lot. He's like, that's the answer to everything.
Yeah. Anyway,
it explodes quite regularly, from what I understand.
That's basically they'll come back at the end, but till then, there's not really much else to say about their little plot.
Yeah. So the X-Men survived the crash, even depowered. I like Rogue's thing. She's like, "Oh, I forgot what feeling pain actually felt like."
Oh, that's a cute line, wasn't it? And then she bumps her head.
Yeah.
Is that her?
And we see that they've all survived, so they're not Team Wolverine in his episode.
Yeah, no one got like stabbed through the chest or anything.
Or fell through a tree.
Yeah, exactly.
And they are greeted by an old but familiar face in Colossus.
I want to point out something with this episode. This is the episode of silly accents.
Yes.
Yeah. Basically good Nightcrawler and like Colossus just talking back to each other in, I'm going to put it out there, silly accents. I'm not going to do an impression of them. I can't. I'm terrible with them. But it doesn't sound authentic.
The only one I can do is he's like, Nightcrawler. Like, there's just an emphasis on I can't do any other words.
That man point and stuff. And it's like, oh, this is a silly accent. And then you get like Colossus coming back and being like, I'm Russian. Be friends. And it's like, oh, dear. But it's fine. It's fun. It's fun. It's just a little side thing.
And it's kind of clever, like Nightcrawler's thing with him, because obviously, like, we're going to bust in and take him, and you very unsubtly keep seeing his like collar.
That is right there.
one of the priesthood, which is a comic thing as well.
Yeah.
So, and I think they need him there because Beast would normally do it, but I was like, no, this is Nightcrawler's episode. He's like, well, what about, like, you show us around as guests, we promise not to do anything, let's see he's still alive for welfare. So he kind of talks his way in there, and he plays on Colossus, knowing him's like, no, we know each other, I'm not going to come into your house and smash it up.
Yeah.
The two in the jungle, mate.
He's also playing on, like, his sister being dead by being like, it's my brother!
Yeah.
I need to see my brother! But apart from in his silly accent, not what I just did. But, yeah, so he's playing on that a lot. It's a lot of my brother in this. Like, every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's like, calm down, you don't know each other.
Very true.
Just saying.
And then they go off to see Exodus in his weird, the Savage Lands. Like, is it a building, temple, open court?
I don't know what this building
Ruin.
is. Yeah, but they've all still got their powers, but there's a power blocker thing. But they sort of indicate that they can turn the power blocker off to certain people.
I'd imagine they have something on them which...
And the power block has been left there by Mr. Sinister.
Yeah.
Who, is that his legal name?
It's Nathaniel is his actual...
Nathaniel Sinister.
No, he's got a full name.
I just feel like he
was
was never set up for success. Anyway.
Yeah, he's an interesting character. I think they'll circle back to later. They like using Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, he seems fun. But
He does look like the fetish king in this, no matter how they draw him.
He does, doesn't he? That's why it's fun.
But they see Creed, and I either forgot this or didn't know it. Both on the table when he's like, "Oh, my own brother," and you're like, "Oh," he said, "Oh no, wait, they are actually brothers, half brothers."
Well, they reminded you in the Wolverine episode, but I didn't know who was. Like, I was like, when they said in the Wolverine episode who Jason Creed was, I was like, "Who's Jason Creed?" I don't know who that is. But they reminded you then that that's Sabretooth's kid. So it's sort of circling back to that, which now feels like really clumsy that they put that in the episode.
Well, they put in like the previously in X-Men to remind you of it being said.
Do you remember 2 episodes ago when he went, "Hey, I can't believe Jason Creed's your kid, eh? Now I see it though because you're both dicks," or something.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And
you're like, "Oh yeah, this makes more sense for I can't think of the right word, but it's the key thing to the X-Men. It's like, oh, this is your projection of fear on something." He fears, he hates them because he's not them, but they get more into that in the thing.
Yeah.
So my brain's like, okay, I get this now. And then Exodus appears, and then Nightcrawler, like, I don't know if this is religious, just showed he's really good at making a deal. He's like, well, why don't we do a trial, and if I win, we take him with us, or if I lose, I stay with you. And they're kind of looking, he's like, well, what better thing to say that one of the X-Men openly believes your thing? And he's like, oh, he knows that Exodus is going to have an ego because he's got a name like Exodus.
Does that not leave him very vulnerable in that, what about, so, in this trial thing happens and then they, side with, actually Jason Creed is a right wanker and should die. Is he not just stuck working for Team Magneto for the rest of his life?
Well, no, it wouldn't have been for very long.
Okay, yeah, good point.
So... But then they agreed to do a trial, and I'm disappointed in Colossus didn't come out in like an over-the-top gown and like wig. He's like, "It is the part I was born to play, brother."
They set it up as a good Star Trek style trial going on. He's got to walk out, and everyone's doing all the judgy looks.
And John DeLance has already been in this series. They should have just got him back.
Should have gone back for this one.
Would have made no sense for his voice to come out of Colossus and be like, "So Picard, tell us how you currently see this trial."
Yeah. And then it's the shortest pony trial of all time in one of these shows. I'm putting it out there.
Well, Exodus is so confident. He's basically like, well, what do you want to do? He's like, I want to get rid of all mutants. He's like, well, there we go. Over to the defence. Talk your way out of that one.
Yeah.
And everyone, it was almost like, what's the Phoenix Wright? Where everyone was like, after he did, like, oh, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Nightcrawler walks. I'm disappointed now I've got Phoenix right in the brain. Like Nightcrawler wasn't in like an all purple suit. He's like, I always carry this in case I go to trial.
Objection. He has daddy issues.
And
that's what
I was going to write it down, but then I was like, it'd just be me talking. And my running thing in all these podcasts now is there's too much Dan in every episode. I say that as one who edits it, and I'm like, oh, it's not me again. Oh, God.
I think you're allowed to be the one talking on your podcast, Babs, if that helps.
But it is like, is the other thing is like, oh, here's Dan coming up for his monologue. And it's like, oh, no, I'm an existential thing. I'm Dan, am I? Me or am I them? Anyway.
I forgot where we were. We were talking about the trial, the shortest trial. Okay, so then he's like, no, look, guys, maybe he can be saved because he's got
like,
daddy issues.
Tell him who your parents are. Tell us about your time with Creed. And it basically turns out he's like, well, I could put up with Sabretooth as my dad because when his powers come out when he was 13, so obviously mine are, so I can handle all the abuse. Yeah. Because I'm going to be just like Dad. And you're going to see like Lego Robin be like, I just want to be like Papa.
Which, maybe I'm wrong, but I felt like in the Wolverine episode, and generally with Sabretooth, they kind of want you to be a little torn, you know what I mean? They want you to be like this relationship between him and like Wolverine, and you're kind of like, he's like almost a Vegeta character. He's like, they're like, oh, he's pretty bad, but like, maybe he could be good. And now we know he just did child abuse for years. So I feel like that's out the window now, right? I feel like that's the line has been crossed. He's just a child abuser.
Yeah.
So,
but I suppose when you look back at Wolverine, the reason he chose that team bar morph is to all of them to him are expendable.
yeah, true.
Like,
true,
if
true.
Sabretooth never made it back, Wolverine was not shedding a tear.
Well, just-
Only problem with Wolverine's thing was Sabretooth wasn't going to shed a tear if Wolverine didn't come back.
yeah. I just hope they don't bring Sabretooth back into another episode.
Yeah, the trial goes on, and then you see Exodus thinks there's even a possibility he's going to lose. And then, like, no, I'm going to follow through the actions.
Like, so, like, literally, it's like, okay, let's go to the verdict. Go on, Colossus, say the verdict. And it's like, everyone's talked for like 5 seconds each.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't even let him finish saying the verdict. And he's like, no, actually, I'm just going to kill you now and destroy any chance I had of really winning this thing. What?
Yeah, but it's the ego, the false prophet, isn't it? He's like, he cannot, Exodus cannot take that risk that Colossus won't go the way he wants. So he's like, no, I've got to stand up. I've got to be the strong man of this. I've got to show he's going to die either way.
Yeah.
And then you get...
Well, they just needed the plot to turn.
And then Bishop and Polaris went, oh yeah, we've paired it off. Fighty time now.
Yeah, they just show up on pterosaurs.
It's a pretty good entrance.
That's fun, though. I did enjoy that they were riding dinosaurs. That was cute. But
I like the dinosaur animation face. I'm like, we're in the episode.
Yeah.
Like, kind of turn to, like, the other, like, how do you say it? My brain just, like...
I went with pterosaurs.
The other pterosaurs are like, we're both in this. Like, drop them off, fly away.
Yeah, that's very much what happens. And then that blows
But then
up,
you
and then
get
they all fight. And then you get...
Creed grabs the kind of laser, and I did like the sword fight between Nightcrawler and Exodus. They love giving, like, Nightcrawler a cutlass. It's just X-Men lore.
Oh, it was fun.
Dude loves a cutlass.
That's the point when we're like, oh, Exodus could also do teleporty stuff as well as
yeah, they're
bouncing
stuff. And teleporting, man, fighting each other.
Yeah, didn't know that before then.
And then, just as... I think Nightcrawler's got Exodus almost to yield, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Like, he's behind him, then Creed shoots Exodus, and he's like, see Nightcrawler, he's like, God damn it.
Well, here's the thing. I want to stick up this guy. Obviously, he's a twat, and he's like, you know...
Big one, Emma, pro-Trump.
Yeah, anyway,
2028.
Love Trump.
2028.
Defended Trump. Well, they treat it as like the worst thing he could do. Like, oh, can't believe you killed that guy who was very much trying to kill you. And is clearly evil, worse than Magneto at his worst sort of guy, who is forming a cult, doing all this bad shit. And it's like, no... I haven't really got a problem with him shooting him in that situation. It felt like quite a sensible thing to do. So,
obviously, it's the two men fighting to the death for the gun, isn't it? Quite literally,
yeah.
Like, he's got the upper hand. But no, it's still Nightcrawler. He doesn't want anyone to die. So he kind of bamps Creed into, I think it's like the middle of like snowy Alaska, isn't it? That's basically implied.
It's somewhere like that.
And he has the thing, and it basically says like he could quite happily kill him. Would it be such a crime, such a sin for him to die? And then he kind of moves, oh yeah, I've got this collar on and my outfit, so I'm going to leave you here so you can make your own way back, kind of thing. It's
an interesting choice for him, because you might... This is where the goodies in X-Men can get a bit annoying. He has that line of like, oh, is it actually mercy to kill you and therefore save all these other mutant lives who you will destroy?
Well, it's the thing,
you're like, yeah, actually do it.
Well, it's the thing, like, because obviously I love Wolverine. If Wolverine was in Nightcrawler's place,
yeah,
that middle
shinged right through their ass, probably.
And I'm just going to put a disclaimer into all 8 people and 3 bots who listen to us, because we're already banned in Russia.
Yeah.
Emma is not endorsing Trump. We don't want to get banned in future America. So
wait, don't we have to endorse Trump if we want to go to America?
Look. We cannot confirm or deny Emma's leanings towards.
We are totally
non-partisan,
and we both love and adore Comrade Trump and Comrade Farage.
Yes,
who will be working together at that point.
Yes, in jail.
In jail, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
In The Hague.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the episode ends with Susan. What did you say her surname was?
Susan Coops.
Suzanne Coops speaking to Charles, and I get to do my terrible Charles impression, which is like my running thing of this. she goes, "Oh, well, we picked him up in Alaska." And he's like, "Yes, that's what I planned all along. You've got him." And he doesn't really say that, but that's what he's implying. He's like, "Just be thankful."
Yeah, it's like, we did it anyway, even though you were like, don't do it. And then we did it and we saved him and he was fine. Does it matter if he was nearly frozen to death?
It's like, anyway, I'm going to turn you off now. I need to go back to trying to complete my version of asteroids on my laptop when no one was looking. But the episode ends with a twist. So we see X-Force going into somewhere and they've got their flares because your red flares are always important when you're breaking into somewhere.
That's what you need.
And we realise it's where, in the previous episode, we saw Gambit getting reanimated. And we see Apocalypse.
And he's dead!
And Emma was bitterly disappointed when she saw that it was only a damaged playing card and not a tarot card.
Yeah, what's happened to his tarot cards? Did we just set that up for nothing, people?
She threw down a pack of what's-its in disgust, stormed out of the bedroom. She's like, God damn it. Why? Why is it not tarot cards?
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, they left it on a cliffhanger, and we have 2 episodes to go now.
Yep.
So my prediction of it being an Apocalypse 2-parter seems to have very much gone out the window now.
Yeah, well, maybe he's still alive and he's just like, buddy Jeffrey looks a bit like him. Or
it'd be interesting to see how Gambit is when they come back. Is he going to be vengeful? Is he just did what was right? So we're going to have like this weird hybrid looking version.
Gambit sort of took over from him. But,
yeah.
Overall, the episode we just watched. Just not yesterday because it was 9:30 and therefore bedtime after that.
Sleep and go bye time.
It just felt really rushed to me, this episode. Like, I really liked the concept. It was really, I like the idea of it. I just thought it was really rushed. It just felt like it was too much to fit in like 25 minutes.
I was like, it was a good episode. It wasn't, and probably my most controversial thing, it wasn't like the first 4, like the first 3 Apocalypse ones.
Yeah.
Really, like, that's like watching an animated film.
Exactly, yeah.
And the Wolverine one, I'm just biased. I like it. It was just a fun 1 episode.
Well, that fit in the time frame, and I got annoyed, see, because then the ending bit happened with, oh, look, Paul. But then I'm annoyed because, like, you just rushed this episode, and now you're using time up to advertise the next episode.
Mm.
And they're like, oh, don't worry, guys. You and your little attention spans, look up for a second from your phones. We're going to go back to that main plot next episode. Woo, but it's like, I like this plot. This plot is interesting. I like Nightcrawler as a character. I like it's Colossus just turns in like a second, doesn't he? He has no time to fully recuperate and grow through the episode. There's not enough time to really get Nightcrawler and Reed's relationship sort of with each other understood. And like it shows that like you didn't get a scene where like Bishop and green haired lady like get on the dinosaurs, which could have been more bonding for them. The only thing they really got is I remember that they're kind of hot and they both sort of lied on top of each other for a second, which is kind of like sex.
It was also very Bond-esque, that, but in reverse.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, very true. So it's just like, oh no, I found the like, hey, next time on a bit annoying because it's like, well, we didn't have enough time this episode, so why are you taking time from this episode?
So
it needs to be 2-parter.
Are they going to curveball us in the next one? Because you mentioned Trump about 4 times, so sod it.
Yeah.
Is he suddenly going to turn up in Genosha and be like, Charles, I actually own this land. I'm going to develop it into the Genosha Casino.
Yeah.
So who knows? The way they keep pivoting on how I think the episode's going, that's a distinct possibility. And the next one could be Trump tries to claim he owns a land in Genosha.
Trump's just going to be in the Apocalypse outfit.
Yeah. He's like, Apocalypse, I said, it's a good deal, but I can get a better one.
How did every episode Trump come up? We did it in the other ones too.
I think.
Or is that our personal
I think we touched on. I mean, you touched on this last night. It's
because he's so evil. Yeah,
it's because you think, oh, they're doing it back, and then you realise, no, he is naturally the cliched villain of everything.
Yeah, he is just.
So you can't help draw a comparison because it's so stupid. What like the things that happen in each, like they're so far fetched in like comic book related things. And they have to be to sell it.
Yeah.
And yet Trump's like, every time he's like, okay, challenge accepted. It's like, no one challenged you.
Yeah. Stop trying to be a cartoon villain.
Honestly, I'm waiting for his next speech. He's like, I've been watching Fox News and these mutants are getting out of control. Okay, I saw it on a streaming thing.
Yeah.
They want this place called Genosha. I think we laid claim to land. We need it. Anyway, that's enough of me going off on a 2-minute tangent. So, until next time, episode 8.
Episode 8, where I'm assuming apocalypse stuff will happen again. Woo!
And then you get your short sabbatical after that, after episode 9 from being in podcast, and then you get back to work, really.
Well, we've already decided what the next one is.
Yeah, but you probably want like a 1 week break, to lay around, beat the final boss in Zelda.
I could just do that now. I'm going to go do that now. Alright, see you later.
Right,
bye.
bye.